Hello everyone, and welcome to Pillar of Harmony Tarot live stream. It's Valentine's Day today, and I'm going live. And this is meant for you to find whenever you find it. You might be able to find it right now as I'm going live, or you will find it later at some point. But whenever you find this, it's meant for you, and you're meant to hear this message. Today, I'm changing my approach a little bit, and I'm gonna take this reading a little slower. It'll be a kind of reading where I pull cards as messages come in for different people as I'm tapping into their energies. And also, the message I got right now as I was sitting in meditation before I started streaming is a quote that I found during COVID, actually, and I think it's very applicable to a lot of people right now. And the quote is by Peter A. Levine, and it says, "Trauma is not what happens to us, but what we hold inside in the absence of an empathetic witness." And when I first heard this quote, it was very impactful for me because it is exactly what I had been going through my whole life. I was always told to keep my feelings to myself, and all the things that I had repressed throughout my life felt like excuse me, clearing the throat chakra clearly. It felt like the trauma needed to be heard. Ultimately, whenever I got a chance to actually talk to somebody about what was going on in my life, I felt so much better after. Even if they didn't offer me any solutions or give me any kind of advice, I didn't really need all that. I already know, and I already knew that all the answers are inside me, and what really needed to happen was to have another heart present in my space and to just allow me to fully feel my feelings in the comfort and safety of their presence. For them to just sit there and be empathetic to, with their presence, basically tell me that it's okay to feel what I feel, regardless of what it is. To validate that my feelings are real and they're worthy, and what I went through had an effect on me and shouldn't be dismissed or repressed. Just saying all these things that occurred out loud, processing, is really helpful. And I know a lot of people talk about journaling, and it's an amazing tool. I get it. But there's really nothing better than having another person, a true heart, another piece of the universe to be there with us and to confirm that what we're going through is not just us. We're not an island. And on this day where, it's societally accepted to be with your romantic partner or with somebody you like, Valentine's Day, the emphasis is on romance. If you don't have anyone today, I'm sorry to start with, but I would strongly recommend looking at your life and finding somebody you can connect with and feel gratitude for them. If you do have somebody in your life that has been there for you, reach out to them. Say thank you. Reach into your heart and feel where they have supported you. So I think that's where I'll finish that. Just a little PSA to start with. So I'm gonna keep mulling this over, thinking about this topic, and pull some cards. So for whoever this message is for, I think in general, the trauma that we hold inside, it only becomes trauma, like the quote says. It's what we hold inside, right? Is it, as if it's not let out, if the emotions, the energy of our emotions isn't let out, if it's not allowed to be validated in the world. And I think that's really important for our emotions to feel real, for other people to acknowledge them. It's really necessary. So let's see. Who needs this message? Who needs to hear this message right now? I'm sure a lot of people are busy and spending time with their loved ones already. But those of you who aren't, okay, this one wanted to jump but came back, so somebody might be shy. Those of you who aren't, it's okay. You might be shy about it, but we can talk about it too. You don't have to be pressured to conform. Thank you, Spirit. You don't have to be pressured to conform, but what you can do is find it inside of you. Find the courage to reach out to somebody. And I know it's the hardest thing to do. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords. There's things that you're probably crying about, things you're deeply, deeply holding on to that need release. And I feel like at times when we don't have that release, these traumas become a part of our identity. We begin to associate with the traumas that we hold inside, feeling like that is all there is in this world. It becomes our worldview. It becomes a framework through which we see the world. And it begins to taint everything else we do in life. It eats away at your will. It changes the way you interact with people. And it has a big effect on the trust you have for others. Okay, so let's see these cards that came out. So 6 of Cups, leaving behind an old way of feeling. Yep, releasing the trauma. And again, this 3 of Wands in reverse. If this was upright, this would tell me that you're ready to go on an adventure or embark on a new way of being or even seeing the world. See the sea? There's boats on it. The sea is usually blue, right? Water. But it's as if this person's standing here at a time of sunset. And it could be sunset or sunrise, but I'm getting sunset here. And the water is yellow. So our emotions and the color blue is associated with spirituality. But when the emotions are yellow, it's telling me that there has to be willpower. You have to muster up the willpower from your emotions to push beyond this narrative we had at the bottom of the deck, the subconscious narrative of the inability to go beyond, right? So this actually came out reversed. So this is the message, right? To push through the emotions, let go of the old emotions, embrace the new, but there is some sort of block. So let's see, from the bottom of the deck, this trauma, these emotions that are keeping you up at night, these repressed issues, this death in reverse, it's preventing this rebirth, this new way of being, this death to the old way. This is what needs to happen to become courageous, to become like the Knight of Cups. You have it in you to grow in a new way, to live in a new way where emotions are guiding your life in a good way, where you can begin to trust your emotions again, to be like a warrior, an emotional warrior. You're being prevented from embracing a new way of being. And there is celebration in this. There's celebration and power in doing this for yourself. To be courageous, to release the traumas, the inner conflicts, and to celebrate your life. And it's difficult, I understand, but again, we're just brought back to the point that trauma is what we hold inside, and we need other people. We need others around us. We need others to bear witness to our struggles, Because truly, we do have the answers inside of us. And maybe all we really need is somebody to listen. Maybe all we really need is to hear our own words instead of the words in our mind that we repeat to ourselves over and over again in a loop. Maybe we really need to hear with our ears what is coming out of our mouth. Maybe when you're faced in front of another person and you begin telling them the story about how you feel inside, you may notice that there's a difference between the way you tell the story in your own mind versus what you're actually telling the person. Could you be potentially hiding some facts from that person about the trauma you experienced? Maybe that's an indication to you that there's some shame. Why would you not share those pieces of information with that person? Sure, you may not be comfortable with them, but that's an indication to you. How deep are you willing to go within yourself and be honest with the way that you feel? How deep are you willing to go to spend time naming those emotions and those things that you went through, to be honest with yourself and bare your heart and release those things that are holding you captive? That kind of energy is giving me the devil card, where the answers are there, and what we're really doing is keeping ourselves shackled. Judgment. I feel like this is me tooting my horn, doing these PSAs to let people know that something needs to change. This is a big change. It's a call to action for me to you to do something about what's going on in your life right now. It doesn't have to be big, but just the internal resolve to make a change, to, in a way, let go of the old way of being. Let go of the pain and the story that you keep telling yourself about your predicaments. I'm trying to find a place. There we go. Okay. So let's see what kind of messages of life card we get here. So this is the Messages of Life by Mario Degai. This is what they look like. Okay. What message of life is our person meant to hear right now? This person listening to this message, watching this video. What message of life do they need to hear? What message of life will be most beneficial? These cards are very, I want to say, picky. Ooh, okay. Here we go. They take their time to come out, and I like that. I like that they go deep and they feel the energies. So here we go. The message of life is, I am free. Today, I find the veil of my ego has lifted, and vision of my new life has appeared. Now I am focused on my inner growth. I listen only to the voice of my heart and remain steadfast in the energy of love that I find there. I am now free of duality, fear, and judgment, and I move forward on my path to inner peace. So as I was just saying, the vision of your new life. I put the cards away, but we were getting all these cards that confirm this message. Focusing on your inner growth, resolving that inner trauma, finding someone to help you unpack and let go of the sense of identity that has been built. It's like when something in nature remains steadfast for a long time, it begins to get calcified. When the trauma that we hold on to doesn't get resolved, all these other layers of experiences start growing on top of it, and it begins to get hardened like a shell. And in order to get to the truth of the trauma, it takes a little bit of time and effort to break through all the justifications, all the excuses, all the different little changes that we begin to make in our lives to accommodate the trauma, to accommodate the way we dance around the trauma to not trigger it again. In a way, that trauma begins to control the life that we have. It begins to run our life on a very subconscious level, and we call it that we're dealing with it, we're moving past it. But the truth is, we are not free. We are not free until we confront that trauma in ourselves and we are honest with it, like I said before. And today, if you go past your ego, you look past the narrative that you keep telling yourself about who you are with this trauma in your life, you can have a new vision of your life. You can be focused on your inner growth, and you can listen to the voice of your heart instead of the voice of your mind that is telling you that you're a victim who has suffered and you need to hold on to that identity. I'm feeling this energy begin to let go. I feel like the person who needed to hear that heard it now. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to put this all away. Okay, thank you. If you're listening, please leave me a comment. Leave me a comment with what you think. Leave me a comment with what's going on in your life. You're welcome to subscribe. You're welcome to like my channel. I do have personal readings open, so feel free to check that out. I do put on little readings on TikTok and Instagram if you ever want to check that out. I feel like a lot of air has been cleared. Energy's been cleared about addressing that issue with the trauma. What else do we have? Who else are we tuning into here? Alright, Spirit, really quickly, give me some cards. Okay, for a message that somebody needs to hear right now. If you've made it this far in the video, this message is for you. If you've skipped ahead to any part of this video, this message is for you. Alright, thank you, Spirit. So, on a subconscious level, again, something secretive because it was covered. The moon, there's definitely something secret, something that's not blatantly obvious to you right now. Something you're unsatisfied with on an emotional level. It's a completely new person. And you're kind of crying over spilt milk right now. And I know I don't mean to berate you in any way by saying that, but crying over spilt milk is the sense that I'm getting with this card. It's lamenting over something that is lost. It could be somebody you've lost. I'm feeling a sense of blood here with this red tinge. Usually it's wine because it's a cup and you drink wine out of a cup, but at this point you might be lamenting a death. So I'm sorry that if that's what you're going through. And it might be, I'm feeling a partnership, either a partnership, a romantic partner. If you're not able to be with your romantic partner on this day of Valentine's, I'm so sorry. And it feels like this partner was really important to you and no one else will do. And you keep being offered love opportunities, but you're not happy. You don't want any of it. You could be the one that is the secret. You are holding yourself away from any of these new opportunities for love. I'm sorry, and I'm looking at this Lobster here, like you have this hard shell about you right now that's preventing you from connecting with somebody, and you don't have to. These little yellow sun moon energies, which could be stars, but I'm sensing their tears. You're still offering tears for this relationship. You're still lamenting. It's still not fully healed yet for you. You feel a little sharp around the edges when it comes to dealing with the situation. I'm so sorry. I hope time can heal and help you recover from this trauma. Perhaps this is a good message to maybe see a therapist or a counselor. Find a way to have an empathetic witness be there for you and hear you out about how you're feeling. Let's pull a card. Let's ask your guides. I apologize for all the external noise you may be hearing. Let's ask your guides by Sonia Chiquette. What do the guides want this person to know about their situation right now? What do the guides want this person to know about their situation right now? Please, Spirit, give me a card or several. Okay, that's quite a lot. Perhaps not. Give me the most beneficial card for this person with the message right now. Okay, this one wants to come out. Truth. So the sense I'm getting here is that this person that has passed on, either out of your life but still on this realm, or out of your life and into the next realm, the one that you're grieving for, perhaps they were meant to go on to reveal a deeper truth to yourself about you and your relationship. Two relationships. Perhaps this passing was meant to inspire a feeling of power and willpower to continue your life regardless of having a partner in it. This candle here, this person holding the candle, it's telling me that you have the power inside you. And perhaps you had a time when you were giving that power away and looking for that power, externalizing it in a way where you believed that it came from the partnership that you had with this person that passed on, or you were seeing that power in other people that you felt like you needed to hold on to feel powerful in your own life. But the truth is that you don't need that. The truth is that you have the power inside of you. The truth is that your higher self was always there for you, and maybe by avoiding your inner truth is why you're getting really down on yourself. By avoiding your truth, you're not allowing people to come into your life because it will expose that truth. Maybe this is the secret that you're holding on to. Maybe you secretly even know the truth, but you're actively avoiding it. You're actively avoiding it. Other people are trying to reach out to you, trying to maybe nudge you to work on this, but you're saying, no, I'm not healed yet. I'm not over it. But that's something maybe you can work on. We're all here to walk each other home. And maybe people don't have the best advice for you. Maybe they don't offer the best kind of guidance or support or solutions, but maybe you don't need solutions. Excuse me. Maybe what you really need is to spend time by yourself. Maybe everything that happened is in a way forcing you to look at yourself. And that's a hard message to receive, really. My throat's really locking and choking up right now because somebody might really not want to hear this, and I'm sorry. But I personally operate under the law of hard truth, tough love. And if I'm the one that has to tell you this, then I'm sorry if I'm the bad guy. You don't have to follow me or subscribe or anything, but hopefully this could plant a seed in you that can blossom into something good down the line. I hope this message really finds who it's meant for. And with that, I will release it now. Thank you, Spirit. I'm just going to clear this energy from my throat. I apologize. I am recovering from a bit of a head cold. Has anyone else been feeling some sort of messing with their ears and throat connection, sinuses? It's been a little tough this season for me. All right, so let's see what other messages we have coming through. I'm feeling like you can do this for a while today. I personally don't have any plans for Valentine's Day. I have been, perhaps there is somebody willing to come and alleviate the situation. It's interesting, I have a hard time reading for myself. Okay, hello. Maybe this is a reading for myself. Maybe you're just like me. Maybe you're in the same situation and I'm channeling this for you through me. But it seems like there is some sort of partnership, love. There could be somebody. Okay, there could be somebody that might be offering a cup of love for you. Okay, but this did come out sideways, and I take that as a sign. So there could be a beautiful synergy of body and mind here. But something underneath here is holding you back. So again, this came out horizontally like this. Oh, excuse me, good Lord. Purging. So with this Temperance card, it feels like you've been pushing this away. It feels like any kind of suitor that might be coming at you right now, you might have been pushing it away, because that's definitely what's been happening in my life. And the Temperance here is an active choice to take it easy, to take it slow. This triangle here is telling me, and all this yellow here, I've never even noticed these little lilies. Not sure what the name is actually for this flower, but all this yellow, I think it has to do with willpower. It feels like maybe there's a fear of accepting some sort of love offer or a new relationship with somebody because of the fear of having to give up our will, or your will, your power in some way. And now this feels like an agreement between yourself and the other person to be mutually respectful. Perhaps you have this idea of relationships needing to be a place where you can fully submit to somebody, to fully let go of your power. Perhaps you've been in relationships where the person demanded that you completely give up your power to them. They make all the decisions. They completely take over your life. And all you do is really sit there like a passenger in this process. And you've been scarred by that. Perhaps that's the trauma you're dealing with, and you're actively pushing this person away. You're like, nope, I have temperance. I know myself. I've done the work, and I'm going to push this away because I don't need this. Okay. What else do we have here? Do you have any clarification? Okay, thank you. Okay, so you are in your Queen of Cups energy. So in a sense, you're like, excuse me, but this Knight of Cups, you're a little bit, I don't want to say below me, but the Knight is on a lower rank than the Queen. And the Queen says, hey, I've done my work. Look at this beautiful cup I already have. I don't really need this cup you got. I'm good by myself. I'm independent, fierce independent woman or person. Doesn't have to be any sort of gender. But I'm an independent person. I'm in my creative, abundant era. I don't really need anyone. But deep down you may be a little lonely. What else do we got? Any more? Okay, clarifiers. Okay, so you might be all about your money right now. Maybe what they might offer you is a chance to work together. Maybe you're misinterpreting this whole idea as a romantic offering. Maybe what they're really offering is a real emotional connection, someone that you can connect with and create a beautiful project together with. Anything else? Okay, thank you. Okay, so that's a confirmation, I think, about the project vibes. So the glue here to this little train of thought is this Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like this person could be offering you the opportunity to work together. First and foremost, how this mind-body connection could work out for you. Again, I'm not really getting lovers with this Two of Cups here. It feels like a merging of your higher mind that you've worked on and your body, in the sense that by having a synergy, this Caduceus here, the synergy of the mind and the body can bring about manifestations in your life. All the flowers here, all the grapes. So maybe what this person's really offering that you're misinterpreting as a romantic connection, they're offering you the opportunity to drink from the same cup together. Even though you're like, I got my own cup. My cup's even better than yours, haha. But you're not sharing your cup with other people. This person's willing to share their cup with you. And by drinking from this cup together, by sharing your cups, you're splitting that one cup into two, and you're multiplying your resources. They're offering you this opportunity to multiply, to manifest, to be in this Queen of Cups energy, but also embody this powerful, independent woman energy. Again, that's just an archetype, but this powerful, independent person, self-sufficient energy that doesn't necessarily have to rely on anybody, but you'll get both. You'll be emotionally fulfilled and you will have your money up. And you don't have to see this person as romantic. Maybe just by having them in your life, it will stir emotional feelings for you. Maybe they're meant to be your guide. They could be opposite gender, they could be the same gender, but I'm sensing a misinterpretation of romantic idea. They're not trying to offend you, but you you're like, I'm really sensing like this pushback here. Like you're really pushing back here, and then they're going to keep trying to offer this to you. Don't push away. There is temperance, so you do have good intentions for this because you're trying to control yourself. The other interpretation that I'm getting here right now, this could be for somebody in the same situation, but if you're actually romantically interested in this person, but what they're offering you is this opportunity for getting your money up, you could be shooting yourself in the foot by trying to do something romantic with them. So perhaps it would be better for you to practice a little more temperance, but still stay firm and mature in your emotions so you can rise up through this into this Nine of Pentacle energy. Do we need a guidance card here? I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I think we're good. This feels like nice and firm. So let's finish this energy off here. Thank you, Spirit. If this message resonated with you, please do let me know. I'm just picking up on the energies that I'm feeling. Thank you, Spirit. All right. What else do we have? Who else do we have here today? Who else do we have here today? So this one card wanted to jump, and I do have my eye on it. So this is the card. Okay, Knight of Wands. Okay, fast moving energy. Just, it feels quick here. Not everyone that is coming your way today is going to be good for you. This fast move, I'm getting, and I'm sorry, but this F-boy energy, they just want to satisfy their situation. They want to come at you, use this opportunity because it's Valentine's Day. Just watch out for it. Not everybody who's offering their love for you is good for you. Okay? Just had to say that. I think a lot of people might be going through that today. Okay. Any other messages today? Any other messages today? Any other messages today for our collective? Okay. Okay, so let's see this. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and in between we have the Chariot. Okay. So because this all came out like this, and the Chariot is this connecting card that was flipped upside down, what I'm sensing is somebody is finally putting their ideas into action to create wealth. So somebody's going from the Queen of Swords energy into the Queen of Pentacles, and that's a great journey, a great move, which is wonderful. Yeah. All I'm really getting is you're being successful. Another message that could be here, now that I'm looking at it like this, is that it could be some sort of journey that somebody's going on, like a physical journey, a traveling. Okay, I'm really focusing on these stars up here now. This could be a friendship, actually. It could be two people, male or female. Traditionally, the females are read as females. I guess I'll read them traditionally. Two women who are coming together, and they're usually opposing forces in the sense that one is more logical and spiritual, one is more grounded and earthy. Could be air sign and an earth sign. But it could also be the meeting of the logic and the body, the mind and the body, coming together. So these two sphinxes here are also the colors of the pillars of the High Priestess, which is the pillar of harmony. So what I'm sensing here is too that the feminine yin energy that had this logic here, and this masculine yang energy that had this groundedness, it's finally coming together. And it's a journey of merging. That's what it is. It's a journey of merging, a journey of blending, harmonizing, and finally working together. Working together to achieve something great, to rise to new heights. Okay. A merging of kingdoms, perhaps. Perhaps a marriage of sorts. Business marriage of two companies, perhaps two royal houses. Don't know where that came from. Why royal, but two families of houses. Okay. Will bring about lots of healing. Okay. Quick brief message there. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, so I'm losing a little bit of steam here. I'm feeling like all the messages that needed to come through are coming through and are coming out of the way now. Because I don't have much people. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Because they're really trying to confirm this for whoever this Queen of Pentacles is. If you relate to this archetype, this could be for you. Because I don't have many people. Oh, again, trauma. I'm so sorry. Somebody really needs to hear this. Okay, so for me, this is a confirmation that what I'm doing is good. Because I do not, in fact, have too many viewers or people watching this. So I don't really get the feedback that I need if this is hitting the right audience. So please, if you do resonate, please do leave a comment for me so I can connect to your energy. The more you leave comments, the more you interact with this material, with my messages, the more I can actually tune into your energy and deliver messages that you need to hear. So please do. Okay. Thank you. Yep. Because it feels like a lot of people have a burden that they're carrying that they need to let go. And I need to toot my horn to let you know what's happening. I need to toot my horn to give you the messages that you need to receive. So please let me help you. Bottom of the deck, we got the secrets. So I have all the juicy secrets for you to tell you what's happening in your life. Let me help you. Thank you, Spirit. Very fun. I like interacting with Spirit this way. All right, so any more messages? So let's see, to wrap this all up. If there's any more, okay. If there's any more messages, let me know and we can leave it off here. All right, we've got the 10 of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Empress, and Page of Wands. I'm immediately getting this mother-son situation here. Okay, so I feel like there's a new, I want to say passionate, but not in like a love sense, but a new growth of relationship freedom, I want to say, relationship depth between this mother figure and a son. It feels like this is self-sabotage. It feels like this time of self-sabotage is over. I'm not really getting if there was a culprit per se, but it feels like the son who has turned away from the mother, they might be realizing that they need to connect. Maybe they finally realize, maybe this is you, and you finally realize that you need to reconnect with your mom. Again, I'm focusing in on the stars here for the healing constellation. That's what I'm getting. I'm hearing natal chart, your astrology. Maybe you reconnected with your mother to get your information for your natal chart, and oh, the emotions just started flowing. Very interesting. You could have felt very in the desert on your own, and you've had enough of it. And again, I'm feeling like an olive branch with this. You're reaching out with an olive branch to your mother. Again, this could be you're the mother in the situation, where your son may be reaching out with an olive branch to you. And you're kind of reacting in this like, I told you so way, but maybe you need to calm down a little bit. Allow growth to happen, because maybe you felt like you knew what they needed to do all along, what your son needed to do all along, but they weren't listening to you. And now that they're listening to you, I told you so attitude isn't going to help. So please control your ego. I'm sensing this yellow here. Control the ego and let them come to you with this olive branch and peace. And I'm sensing here, step out of this willpower into the spiritual growth that they're looking up to. And if they're looking up to you for this, you can guide them. Maybe they use you as that empathetic witness to acknowledge all the trauma that they've gone through. Maybe you haven't done that in the past, and maybe this is a message for you to do what that TikTok trend is, to listen and not judge. To just listen. And that's what that trauma and being an empathetic witness is all about. To just listen and not judge. To feel, for this person to feel safe, for your son to come and feel safe with you, to not feel judged. That is the greatest healing. That is the greatest healing you can give them. I realize that there's a glare here. It's so hard to... I want to show you the cards. Okay, listen and not judge. All right, let's do a few clarifiers, not that there's a little bit of space. Okay, clarifiers for this situation. Final clarifier. Okay. Okay, so 7 of Swords, and I am sensing this is you again here. Don't be sneaky about it. Please don't throw the trauma back in this person's face. They're coming to you with open arms. They want to develop a new relationship with you. If you're stuck in this old mindset of, I told you so, this isn't how we do it in our culture, this isn't who we are, please stop. You will shoot yourself in the foot. You really will. You're cheating. You might cheat yourself out of having a good relationship with your child by doing this. Don't use their trauma against them. Don't look back at this trauma and be like, well, guess what? I'm going to dump this all on you and make you feel guilty. Just don't do it. Please don't. Okay? All right, one more clarifier. I'll tilt this up like this. Nope, still glaring. All right, so I'll just put it here. Okay, don't do it. All right. Final clarifier for this situation. Or not. All right, so no clarifier. That's just it. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. Could be a father issue. Could be... Ooh. Yes, I think there's definitely a father issue here. You don't need to take guidance from that father. Could be the father in the situation that you've always been on your husband's or your partner's side about your children. But you make your own decisions. Don't follow the path that they did. Maybe you need to help your child heal this wound with your father. Maybe not. But I'm sensing do not throw shame back at your child, and do not operate in the same way as this masculine figure here. That's all I'm getting. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Respectfully moving away from this energy. And I think I'll do an inner child card to close off the reading. Okay. Okay, well, the messages do want to repeat. They keep coming out. So it's really trying to get through. This 9 of Swords and this Moon card and Chariot, they just keep coming out. They just keep wanting to show up. It keeps emphasizing these earlier messages. So clearly there's something there. I'm just shuffling the cards to get them mixed up again. Let's see this inner child oracle. Okay, so this is the Inner Child Oracle by Mandolin Aisling. Sorry if I say that wrong. But let's see what our inner child has to say for us today. Your ultimate healing comes from within. Don't you know it? Look, it's our little inner child. Oh, okay. So, I love this deck. I don't work with it often. Okay, it's beautiful. Okay. What inner child oracle message do we need to hear today? And I say we as a collective, as everybody here. What inner child oracle do we need to... Okay, thank you, Spirit. Seek guidance in this. Okay, seek guidance in this. And this is telling me guidance counseling, guidance in this. Let's see the card. Beautiful waterfall, just like that last message. We got a man here with our little butterfly wings. Number 31, seek guidance in this. It is time for a different perspective. So the general theme of today's message is this trauma and healing trauma through the presence of an empathetic witness. To seek guidance in this means to, at least to me, the way I'm interpreting this is to talk to somebody, reach out to somebody. Like, once again, Valentine's Day can be very isolating for people that don't have a strong support system. And it can make you feel ashamed if you don't. And my job here is to tell you that you don't need to be ashamed. Seek guidance. Seek and you shall find. And if you don't seek, you will stay stuck in the same loop. Let's see what the little booklet says about this. Okay. Okay, seek guidance in this. So many times in life, we come to a place where we need to make a decision, and in these moments, we might experience confusion or a lack of clarity. Calling on the insight of a trusted friend can be extremely beneficial, as gaining another's perspective can help bring about new revelations we might not have seen ourselves. If you have pulled this card, it might be time to seek guidance on the many options before you. Guys. Call on a friend, mentor, or family member for their advice. It can be helpful to see the world through the eyes of another, as we each carry the wisdom of our own perspective. Gaining another's viewpoint can help us view ourselves and the world around us in a new light, and can help us to see that which we might be blind to. If you have the ability to journal, if you don't have a chance to connect with somebody, this is a responsive journaling prompt. How does your inner child feel when you ask somebody for help? How does your adult self feel? If there's any hesitation, know that you and your needs are not a burden. Journal about that. On this note, I will leave you with blessings and peace and harmony. Thank you for being with me in the space, and may you be blessed.